What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Well, welcome if it's your first time here. This is one of those videos where I'm sure I'll get a lot of comments from people saying fear porn, fear monger, stop scaring people. However, this, in my opinion, is a reality of the situation. We are going to face something that is more horrific, more devastating than anything that most of us could even imagine, in my opinion. And it's coming very, very quickly. You know, I've been talking about this for years. I've been telling people to prepare for years, as has other people. And hopefully, you know, a lot of people have took the advice and actually prepared the best that they possibly could. However, what's coming now is more horrific than anything even I could have imagined a few years ago. It is going to be devastating, and it's going to be massive loss of life, massive destruction, and massive mayhem, in my opinion. Hear me out. First off, people's talking about the possibility of World War III, and they don't realize that we're already in World War III right now. It's been mostly an economic war where you've had China, Russia, and the BRICS nations gathering other nations together so the United States will fail financially, and so the United States can't levy effective sanctions against them when the war does start, and also to halt military production here in the United States because they know this war is going to happen. This has been planned, in my opinion, for decades by these globalists who want to take over the world and implement this one world government system. But first, they know they have to weaken the United States. They have to weaken the United States both morally and militarily, and we see that now. I mean, that's on display right now, what's going on and what has happened. It's been going on for a long time, but especially over the last several years, it has went to the extreme quickness in weakening the United States of America. Like I said, both morally, financially, and militarily. I mean, you look at just the military aspects. You look at all the weapons that were left in Afghanistan. Look at all the time and resources that were spent in Afghanistan. I think 20 years, and then they just left all the weapons. I'm talking about billions of dollars in weapons in Afghanistan. Didn't try to take anything, bring anything back, didn't ship anything to other countries that are our allies. Just left it in Afghanistan for the Taliban or whoever to use to sell in the black market. And I'm talking billions of dollars in weapons that just can't be replaced with a snap. It is gone. And then we see what's happening now with Russia and Ukraine. We know how the war started. If you do any research at all, besides CNN, you know how the war started. We know how this was planned out, how Russia was baited, pretty much had to invade Ukraine because of what was going on. But the United States has sent billions upon billions and billions of dollars in military weapons. So has NATO. And some of our best, most advanced weapon systems have been sent to Ukraine. Those aren't being replenished. The stockpiles are running empty. And in my opinion, this is being done intentionally to weaken the United States military because we are supposed to lose this upcoming kinetic World War III that's coming very, very shortly, in my opinion. And most people here in the U.S. are completely clueless about what's going on and about what is coming. They think the United States is still this super dominating superpower that can pretty much just crush Russia and crush China or crush them both within 5 minutes. And that's simply not the case. The United States, like I said, has been made weaker militarily, morally, financially, and it's all been done by design because they know this World War III, this actual shooting war, World War III, is going to happen. And if you look at what's going on, if you look at, take for instance, China putting a military base in Cuba. They're saying it's going to be a spy base, I think it was, is what I read, in Cuba, right off the coast of the United States. And, you know, if they're putting that in, they're going to have weapons there, weapon systems. It's just an excuse to start building up right there to be able to strike very, very quickly from that short distance. If you look at the United States, it's building different bases, different places, different locations. They're getting ready for this because they know that it's going to happen. But the United States is ultimately designed and destined to lose this war, in my opinion. And that's been planned by these globalists to be able to take power of the United States, to put this globalist system in. Now you take, and if you have, this war breaks out, and say you have Russia or China, either one, actually nukes a major U.S. city like New York City, San Francisco, or something like that, or if you have some of these thermobaric weapons that can be carried also with these hypersonic missiles that have just as much power as a nuclear weapon does, can level, large portions of large cities, kill millions of people. If that happens in several major cities in the United States, what's going to happen first? United States government, who will all be underground at that point, is going to take full military control, or try to. Martial law declared. Full resources can be taken by the government. They're going to have even human resources. If you look at the literature, if you look at the things they put in place during wartime, and something like that happened, they could take, and they will take, full control, full martial law. They can take anything they want, anything you have, everything. Property rights are gone, constitutional rights are gone, everything is completely gone at that point. And if you had that happen, if you had several major cities in the U.S. blew to pieces, millions of people dead, again, they want the depopulation, like I said, the United States would declare martial law very, very quickly, take all resources very, very quickly. And if you're in the city, they would put their resources into cordon off those cities, taking control of all those resources, and that's the first step, in my opinion. However, that's not going to be the ultimate goal. The goal is going to be a world government. So the next step, in my opinion, would be more weapons flying back and forth, more death, more destruction. Then they would sign a peace treaty, a world peace treaty, to eliminate national sovereignty and have this one world government. That's the only way they're going to get this, in my opinion, is to have this third world war with huge numbers of death and destruction. They'll come in, they'll offer the solution, and the solution is going to be this one world government system the globalists have been hoping for, working towards for decades. This would accomplish, all their goals, the depopulation agenda. This would let them take power, because if you have, nukes flying and you have 90% of the population gone, the ones that's left, the leaders that's left, can step up. The globalists can come and say, we have the solution. We have to have this treaty. It has to be this world treaty, this one world government, governed by this handful of people who will control the world. That's what's going to happen, in my opinion. That's what's being planned, in my opinion. What you think in the comments below. I know it is horrifying to think about, but if you think about it logically, you can see what's happening, what's already happened. You can see what's being planned. They're planning for World War III, and when World War III does happen, the United States mainland isn't going to be left untouched. They have now weapons. Russia and China both have weapons that can strike any target inside anywhere in the world, including here in the United States, and they will. There will be massive death, massive destruction. The United States will declare martial law, meaning they will take all resources, including human resources, meaning they can put you into slavery if they want to. Human resources, all constitutional rights gone, everything gone. But like I said, it's not the ultimate goal. The goal is to have more war after that, more death after that. The globalists will come in with their plan for this system, this one world government treaty, and that's how this one world government is going to happen. And this whole mark of the beast system you see in the Bible, in my opinion, is going to be put into place. What you think in the comments below. If you agree, disagree, let me know why. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Be sure to, like I said, comment with your thoughts. Thanks for watching. The Creekmore out here, and I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully.